Most people approach saving money the same way they approach going to the gym in January. They make a big declaration, download a budgeting app, color code their expenses for about 4 days, and then quietly give up somewhere around the second week of the month. And the reason it never sticks isn't laziness. It's that nobody ever told them where the real money is actually hiding. Because here's the thing about saving $1,000 fast. It's not about cutting your coffee. If you're spending $5 a day on coffee, cutting it saves you about $150 a month. And while $150 is real money, it's also the kind of saving that requires daily willpower, daily sacrifice, and daily reminders that you can't have the thing you want. That's a terrible foundation for a habit. So today, I want to show you where the real $1,000 is actually hiding, and why most people walk right past it every single month.
Let's start with the number that should genuinely make you uncomfortable. The average American household has over $3,000 worth of unused items sitting around their home. Not $300, not $500. $3,000 of stuff that's just sitting there collecting dust. And that's before we even talk about the money leaking out of your bank account every month on things you've completely forgotten about. The average American spends over $200 a month on subscriptions, many of which they've forgotten about entirely. That's $2,400 a year, quietly draining out of your account in $9.99 and $14.99 increments that never feel like real money until you add them all up. So before you cut a single coffee, the first thing I want you to do is open your bank statement right now and count every recurring charge on it. Not the ones you remember, every single one. Because I guarantee there are at least 2 or 3 on there you forgot existed. And here's why this matters more than any other step. Every dollar you stop spending on a forgotten subscription is a dollar that requires 0 daily willpower to keep. You cancel it once, it's gone forever, and you never have to think about it again.
The most important change when saving fast is treating savings like a non-negotiable bill. The moment you get paid, transfer a set amount to savings before you spend anything else. This sounds simple, and it is, but the execution is where most people fail. Because what most people actually do is spend first and save whatever's left over. And the problem with that approach is that whatever's left over at the end of the month is almost always zero. Money expands to fill the space you give it. So the fix is mechanical, not motivational. You set up an automatic transfer on payday, even if it's just $50 or $100, and you move it before your brain ever registers it as available. What you don't see, you don't spend. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because we're still not close to $1,000, and we haven't touched the biggest lever yet. And the biggest lever isn't your subscriptions, and it isn't your coffee. Housing and transport often represent 50 to 60% of the average person's budget. Small changes here create big savings. Which means if you want to find serious money fast, those are the 2 categories worth actually examining. Not because I'm telling you to move or sell your car, but because most people have never actually done the math on what their housing and transport situation is costing them versus what alternatives exist. And sometimes that math is genuinely shocking.
But let's say you don't want to touch housing or transport right now. There's still a third lever that most people never pull, and it's one of the fastest ways to find real money without cutting anything. It's your bills. Many people don't realize that bills are often negotiable. Call your internet provider, insurance company, and phone carrier and ask for a lower rate or better deal. This one phone call, or in most cases, one online chat, can save you $20 to $50 a month per service. And if you have 3 or 4 services that are negotiable, that's $60 to $200 a month in savings that took you about 45 minutes total to unlock. The companies will almost never offer you a better rate unprompted. You have to ask. And most people never ask because they assume the price on the bill is fixed. It usually isn't. So let's add this up, because this is where the $1,000 actually comes from. Subscription audit gets you $50 to $100 a month back. Automated savings removes the money before it disappears. Negotiating your bills gets you another $60 to $200 a month. And if you want to accelerate it even further, here's the move most people skip entirely. Sell the stuff that's sitting around your home. The average American household has over $3,000 worth of unused items.
Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Poshmark. You don't need to sell everything. You need to sell $1,000 worth of stuff you haven't looked at in 6 months. Most people can do that in a single weekend if they're honest about what they actually use. And there's one more piece of this that doesn't get enough attention. Cashback stacking means layering multiple cashback sources on the same purchase to maximize your return. The 3-layer stack most personal finance experts recommend is a cashback credit card, plus a cashback portal like Rakuten, plus a rebate app like Ibotta. Real math. Spending $800 a month on groceries and everyday purchases, layering these 3 sources can generate around $34 a month, which is over $400 a year, with zero change to what you buy. Help Guider. You're spending the money anyway. Getting a percentage back on money you were already going to spend is one of the cleanest ways to save without actually changing your behavior at all. Here's the part nobody says out loud, though. The reason most people never hit $1,000 in savings isn't that the strategies don't exist. The strategies are everywhere. The reason is that people try to do everything at once, get overwhelmed, and do nothing. So here's the actual framework that works. Week 1, do the subscription. It's sitting in subscriptions you forgot. It's sitting in bills you never negotiated. It's sitting in the stuff piled up in your closet. The coffee was never the problem. The problem was looking for savings in the smallest possible place while the real money was hiding in plain sight. Drop a comment and let me know which step you're starting with. And if you want more breakdowns on where your money is actually going and how to take it back, hit subscribe. Because there's a lot more hiding in that ledger.